flavorful, fragrant, and famous. Curry is an absolute must-have on any Singaporean menu. But can this local favorite actually be the key to a healthier lifestyle? Does the spices it contains actually help to prevent cancer? And what about the pre-made curries? Are they loaded with additives and put your health at risk? Let's investigate. Get ready for your fill of curry and spices. I love this stuff. You know, it's like an explosion of flavors and spices in my mouth. But what exactly are these spices? And how do they benefit me? Spices are most commonly recognized as dried seeds, roots, and plant parts. Not only are spices used for flavoring, coloring, and preserving food, they're also widely used in traditional remedies.
Okay, this is cumin powder. It's good for digestion and also for cooking. Same goes for fennel powder. Next I have is cinnamon powder. For those with heart problems, diabetes, lose weight, knee problems, we recommend cinnamon powder. Just 1 teaspoon you can mix with honey and warm water. Turmeric is one of the spices which can be used for all purpose. For frying also can, and it's also good for the stomach. This is fenugreek, which is very good for diabetic, stomach pain.
I want to go deeper into my investigation about spices, and I think the best place to start is how and where they're made. It is time to turn up the heat. So I'm here at a spice factory, and it's been around for 55 years, so they sure know what's cooking. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away. Anyway, so I've been invited to this factory, right? And they're going to give me a wonderful tour to see exactly how our curry powders and spices are made. Come follow me. You must be Dave.
Yes, welcome, Nikki.
Thank you. What's cooking today? It smells so fragrant.
We have turmeric. At the same time, we also have meat curry powder that we are processing.
Time to check out what goes into meat curry. Now these aromas are fragrant. What are we seeing here, Dave?
This is the raw material mix for the meat curry powder. We are blending the spices. So what we do is, in the first instance, we lay out the coriander, followed by the chili and turmeric and other spices in layers. And then after that, what we do is pre-mixing them. Then after this, we will charge this into the machine.
In terms of the recipe, who comes up with the quantity, the exact, measurements of what's going to make your perfect meat curry?
This is a recipe that has been made through over the years, handed down from actually my father to us. So we have the secret recipe for this formulation.
May I smell it?
Sure.
Sweet. Obviously it's spicy, but there's a sweetness here. Is there any anise?
Anise, yes, we have.
And that's all going into the grinder?
That's right.
All right. I'll let you get back to work, gentlemen. When it comes to spices, the spice is not always right. Sudan dyes, a type of industrial dye used for plastics and other materials, have been found in spices and curry-related products. Sudan red is known to enhance the color of food products, but it also has cancer-causing properties, prompting the recall of thousands of products from the shelves. Now, that is one curry I'm not ready to die for. Rest assured, though, that our curry and chili powders have undergone stringent tests to make sure they don't contain Sudan dyes.
We are adding in the extracting solvent, which is compatible with Sudan dyes, and we effectively extract it out from the food that we are testing. These samples are all negative. As you can see here, they have failed and they do not contain any of the Sudan dyes, and these products are safe for consumption.
How do manufacturers ensure that their products are free from Sudan dyes?
So what we do is import chilies as a whole, and then we process it. We actually grind our own chilies. In that case, we don't have this issue of dyeing. In a way, we are safeguarding ourselves.
So if there are no additives, how do you keep everything fresh when you package?
Most of the spices are preservatives themselves, so there's no need for any additives, to further preserve the shelf life or enhance the spices.
Now that I've seen how curry powder and spices are processed, I'm going to learn about how they are used in one of our favorite dishes, curry. I'm with Chef Kesavan from Lagna Barefoot Dining. How you doing today, Chef?
Very good, thank you.
So today we're going to make curry. What are we making actually? What kind of curry?
Fish curry.
And I know that this is your masala, and there's a couple secret ingredients in here.
Yes, there are.
But I'm a food detective. I need to know what's going on in my food. So could you tell me about the spices that are involved here? All right, so that's turmeric powder.
That's turmeric.
Looks like pepper to me.
Pepper.
Turmeric.
Well done. Cumin. Mustard seed. Fenugreek. Coriander. Chili.
This is
urid dal.
urid dal. Now, of all of these spices, which one do you think is the most versatile, that can be used in multiple ways?
Turmeric. Turmeric is known as the king of spice, anti-cancerous in nature. Other than it being a coloring agent, it does wonderful things for your body. Okay? 1, 2. What we're going to do is we're going to dump it in. And do you like curry leaves?
I do.
Okay.
Nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Smells good already.
Now, the secret ingredient. This is for 1 portion, yeah?
Yes, please.
Basically, when you ground them all and you saute them, I turn them into a wet spice. Keeps better, and the aroma is fabuloso.
I wish you could smell what I smell.
So at this point, when the liquid starts to boil, add the turmeric. Fish.
Now this fish looks like it's been marinating a bit. What's in here?
Oh my God, my second half of my secret.
I'm sorry, I'm a detective. It's my job. What's in here?
Turmeric and garlic. Okay, this is Pacific dory.
Yum.
Amazing for curry. Do you know why it's called a curry?
No, why is it called a curry?
Curry means it's liquidy sauce, like this. The viscosity is thinner. When it's called a masala, it's that much more thicker.
This looks delicious.
Enjoy.
Incredibly aromatic and just the right amount of spice. But the thing with the spice is, when you first eat it, it's okay. And then it builds up in your mouth. What spice level is this?
This would be level 2.
Level 2.
Right there.
And how about you? How many levels have you been able to complete?
Embarrassing. You see this here? Hotter? Chef can't. Can you?
So what you're saying is that even the spice master has his limits. Let's face it, as much as we love this dish, cooking a pot of curry can be time-consuming. It makes you sweat, it's long, it's hard. So what do? You usually opt for the next best thing. That's the ready-made or the pre-mixed curries, right? It's a quick fix for your curry cravings. Let's add some of this. But, as with most things instant, there's a price to pay.
Pre-made curry paste that you buy in supermarkets are a convenient way of enjoying curry. It's good for the busy individual. What you need to be careful of is what you add to it. So just be sure to add in some low-fat milk and add in some lean cuts of meat. The preservatives that you find in curry paste is to prevent food spoilage in your curry, and additives are just there to retain a natural appearance and taste. You need not be too concerned about that because they're added in very small amounts.
To offset some of the downfalls of ready-made curries, there's a few things that you can do. For instance, when you have your curry, you can use a dollop of mango chutney. Or what's even better is if you get yourself a nice fresh mango, dice that up, have that with your curry. The potassium found in mango is said to reduce blood pressure and also reduce water retention. Another thing is, if you're going to have some of these pre-mixed curries, don't go for the cream-based ones like korma. I know it's hard, those are my favorite. Instead, you can go for a tomato-based curry, right? Because that will increase your intake of lycopene. Tomatoes have lycopene, and that's said to reduce the risk of some cancers. Another thing, if you are microwaving your curry, you might actually diminish some of the vitamin B12 that's found in meat. B12 is actually very good to keep you focused and sharp and reduce fatigue. So instead, you might want to get yourself a nice glass of traditional Indian yogurt lassi because the bacteria in here is going to help with digestion. Let's have a bit of that. So what is the moral of this story? You don't have to completely get rid of premixed curries from your diet. Just have it in moderation. And with the right complements to your meal, you can actually increase the nutritional values of this ready-to-go dish. When we eat a spicy curry, it feels like a fire is burning out of control in our mouths. Hot, hot, hot! Now that means that the dish that you're having is probably loaded with a specific spice, chili. And that spicy kick that you're getting when you're having chili is because of a component called capsaicin.
Chili contains a compound called capsaicin. And capsaicin is a very interesting product that actually causes a sensation of burning. And the receptors that actually respond to capsaicin are the same receptors that respond to feeling of hotness. When you put your finger to a fire, you reflect back. And the ironic thing about chili is that it seems to be highly addictive. And that's a very interesting psychological conundrum that we still don't know much about. But actually it is true that all of us who consume chili foods love it despite it paining us.
You know that pain you feel in your mouth when it's too hot to handle? It's very much like being on a roller coaster. It's an adrenaline rush. So what do? When you've had yourself a bite of chili and you can't take it anymore? Well, here's a little tip. Capsaicin actually dissolves in fat, so you can have yourself a glass of milk, or in my case, a nice little yogurt lassi. Take a sip of that and you are ready for another mouthful of heat. Bring it on. In a tropical country like ours, temperatures can exceed 35 degrees Celsius, so the risk of food poisoning is high. A spice like chili is believed to help keep food free from pathogens and bacteria.
All spices have antibacterial properties. It has been argued that the reason why spices became so popular in this region of the world is because before refrigeration, the only way to preserve meat and meat products was to layer these meat products with spices. If you make a chicken stew by coating the chicken with some spices like turmeric, like chili, with garlic, and even onion, you can extend the shelf life of these products without refrigeration, and that's quite a key element.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice? Not these spices. One thing is for sure, they are the ultimate weapon against bacteria.
The reason why and how spices kill bacteria are not fully understood, but the general rule is that they alter the permeability of the membrane of the bacteria, or they disrupt some enzyme in the bacteria.
There is a saying that eating chili can speed up your metabolic rate and thus help you lose weight. Now I'm curious if this fact or fiction holds any weight at all. Mwahaha, every pun intended.
It turns out that the capsaicin in chili is a highly powerful thermogenic compound, meaning it increases your metabolic rate. So eating chili on a daily basis will reduce your risk of gaining weight in a very positive and comprehensive way.
Eating curry definitely lets us feel the heat, but could it be that eating spicy foods can lower the body's temperature? It's time for a little experiment, and I have 4 willing amigos here of varying spice level tolerances, okay? What they're gonna do is they're gonna try fish curry, very yummy, but look at this. This one is a level 2, it's got a kick to it. This one here is a level 3, it's hot. This one is level 6, guys. Brace yourselves, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're also gonna take their temperature before and after each dish, and then and only then will we know whether or not these spices lower the temperature in the body, or does it just heat us up? Let's find out. What can you take? I mean, Laurie, what's your tolerance like?
Number 2. Never, very rarely a 3. But see, at my age, I'm not sure if it's the spices or hot flashes.
How about you?
My spice level is really bad, so McSpicy makes me cry.
I would say mine is moderate. I can sort of take a chili padi sometimes I can't, so we'll see what happens.
I would say I can take a chili padi, so I'm not sure. This looks really good. Oh my God!
Like initially when you eat it, you don't really taste it, but like maybe 10 or 15 seconds, then you...
So the theory holds water, huh? At least for most of the people, except for one. Everyone's temperature actually drops. So possibly it seems that eating spicy food can actually cool down the body and lift the spirits up. Arriba! Hey!
When you consume chili, it vasodilates your blood vessels and therefore you start to sweat. When you sweat, you have to use evaporation to get rid of your sweat, and during evaporation, it takes away your heat and therefore you feel cooler. So paradoxically, hot food makes you cooler is what happens when you eat chili.
Turmeric, a spice often used in local curries, and it's been the subject of many scientific studies because of their medicinal benefits.
It's been used by ancient Indians and Chinese for many millennia. Particularly in India, it's used as an antiseptic, a skin cleanser, and most interestingly, there are studies, certainly in animals, that show that it can reduce the amyloid formation in the brain, which is the cause of Alzheimer's.
This is because of the active ingredient in turmeric, curcumin, and curcumin has been proven to have many therapeutic properties. Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant, and its anti-inflammatory properties are most often cited to benefit those suffering from arthritis.
The dosage you need are quite large, so therefore you're talking of several grams of turmeric or few milligrams of curcumin. So the practical nature of using turmeric on its own may be quite challenging because you probably will turn yellow before you get better. So therefore I think the challenge is to get the compound curcumin in a form that is palatable and usable in the years to come.
In other words, let's take this spice advice with a pinch of salt. Let's head back to the factory to find out how turmeric is processed.
What we have here are the round turmerics, okay? These are harvested from the soil, okay? And one of the processes they do as part of the cleaning and culturing of this turmeric is to put it in boiling water, and after that, sun-dry.
So once it's been dried, that's when you get this yellow pigmentation?
That's right. It's natural yellow pigmentation.
And where do you get your turmeric from?
This turmeric, it's grown in many parts of India, and for this, it's more on the southern side of India. The South Indian turmeric has much more color. The color is brought about by the substance called curcumin. When you have more amounts of curcumin in the turmeric, it produces a more distinct flavor.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, is the finished product, turmeric.
That's right.
So when it's done there and you've ground it nice and finely, it comes in here and gets packaged.
That's right.
So there was an issue with turmeric where, some of them were actually contaminated with lead. I'm sure you remember that. Did that affect you at all?
What we have to do is we have to take control of this item at the point where it is harvested. For instance, some of this lead, mercury, and all these are naturally occurring substances, elements from the ground, from the soil. But also in some cases where you have industries very close by and where there's leakage of these heavy metals, there's a higher risk of these products like turmeric being contaminated. So that's why we have to be careful from which location we actually acquire the raw materials. So what we do is we ensure that our suppliers get it from sources which are far away from areas where contamination can occur. And we also insist that our suppliers do testing at the point where they harvest the turmeric. We also do our own testing before we get it into production.
And what's amazing is that, everyone's so used to getting their curry powder like this, or if you go to a stall somewhere, they might have it there, but you don't really get a chance to see how it's made. So thank you so much, Dave, for that.
It's our pleasure.
It's time to make curry in a hurry. I have been walking all over this city, investigating spices. I have to be honest with you, my knees are killing me. Now, I know that spices have many medicinal and therapeutic properties, and these very spices are at the core of Ayurvedic medicine, so I want to see them in action. I'm going to get myself a little treatment. Hello, Mrs. Bindu.
Yes, hi.
I've been walking around the city. I'm investigating spices, so I think I've come to the right person. But my knees, they're really achy.
Let me see. Any pain here?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah, there.
Since this is a new problem, we can treat externally with a podikiri treatment.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. My first Ayurvedic treatment feels like a massage. The hot compress is feeling really good right now. I think that heat is really helping to relax the muscles. The oil and the spices, they're being permeated through the joints right now. This is perfect. I am relaxed. The multitude of functions and benefits of spices outweighs any reason that you might have to not include them in your curry. With their antibacterial properties to their cancer prevention qualities, curries and spices are definitely on my list of foods to eat. But just remember to read the labels at the back of pre-made curry sauces and watch out for how much sodium and fat is in your curry. Now, with that said, it's time to celebrate the spice of life. Who wants some curry? I don't think I have enough.
Oh my God!
I'm fine.